turning back.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Str11ve Podcast. It's your boy, Nick. And I know it has been a minute, but so glad to be able to talk to you guys again and get an episode done, because I know Devin has been holding it down for the past few episodes. So shout out to my boy, putting out the great content that hopefully you guys are finding useful and enjoying them. But with that being said, I figured it was about time to hop in on an episode myself and to be able to reach out and connect with you guys again, because there has been a few things that I've been wanting to cover and talk about. It's just finding the time to be able to record and get an episode in. Now, I'm not saying that as an excuse. For those of you that are members in our gym, you guys already know that we are growing here at a very fast pace, which we are very glad and grateful for. It also does mean that every time, every second, every minute counts for us, and we are trying to maximize them. So there's always something to be done. And again, it's not an excuse for me, but I have just been kind of here in the gym with you guys, for a lot of you guys know. So anyway, I am going to be doing the best of my abilities to be able to put out more content as consistently and as frequently as possible. And also to hopefully to be able to hop on an episode with Devin and any guests that we may have. But with that being said, I'm going to jump right into the topic that I wanted to cover for today. It's not so much of a rant, but it is one of the main things that I have been encountering lately, overall. And that's going to be personal within myself, but also here at the gym with some of the members as I talk to you guys and see you guys on a daily basis when it comes to talking about your health and fitness goals, specifically like your nutrition, your current workout routine, and all that good stuff. So this episode, I wanted to kind of hone in on the word purpose. Now, purpose can mean many different things to everybody, but this is a moment for each one of us to actually take a second and ask yourself, what is the meaning of purpose, and what is your purpose of doing something, doing anything? Now, if you look at the definition of purpose, and no, this is not me trying to have you guys just look up on a dictionary the actual definition of purpose, but it means a reason for doing something or for which something exists. To me, it's like, I know it sounds like simple words, but sometimes like the most simplest things or the most plain words, sentences, images to us, if we actually take a second and break it down and then internalize what it means to us, because it's going to be different to each individual, it's going to be way deeper, and the meaning is going to be pretty much existential to each person. If you guys think about it, like, what is the reason you are doing something or anything, or something that exists? So just a small example is, I guess a small dumb example is, if I'm walking to the bathroom, there's a reason behind it. I have a purpose. It's because I got to go use the bathroom. It's not like we're just constantly walking around, moving our feet, because if we don't have a purpose behind, us walking, we're just aimlessly wandering. And if you guys look at that from a bird's eye view, is that what we're really doing? Are we just aimlessly walking, aimlessly wandering, day in, day out when it comes to our health and fitness, when it comes to our food, what we're eating, our training, if we're even working out? So that's a major question I wanted to be able to get to you guys to stop, take a second, and ask yourself. what is your purpose? And another meaning behind purpose is your intention or your objective. I know that in that sense, it's more of like a verb, or, pretty much like describing what you're doing, or why it is you're doing what you're doing. So similar definition, but again, it's all very important questions, and thoughts that we do need to establish to ourselves to be able to set ourselves up for success. Now, tying that into, of course, our health and fitness, we need to have a goal. Each of us needs to have a goal or an end destination. And your goal or end destination is going to be a current bar that you have above from where you're currently at. That doesn't mean that's going to be your ultimate end goal, because I mean, like, once you do reach that goal or your end destination, for that time being, what, you're done? You dead? I don't think that's it. So I just wanted to make that clear, because some people, like to get very nitty gritty or kind of like a smart ass about it. It's like the goals and end destinations that we should have for ourselves should be never ending. That, to me, that's the purpose of life. It's a constant progression to growth and challenging ourselves to always excel forward. And that's always going to be, having a current set goal, to raise up our current bars, our standard. Now, it's important for us to, when we do set ourselves a goal, to be very, very clear on that. If it's to be a specific example, if it's going to be a number on the current weight, total overall weight, if it's, the body fat percentage, your lean muscle mass, whatever it is, be very specific on where you're trying to get to, as well as the plan, your blueprint that you're going to follow to be able to reach your goal. And those parts right there is what gives us purpose in doing what needs to be done, or stick to the plan that you have for yourself to get to your destination. I wanted to give an example of why this specific topic was one that I wanted to cover. And I'm not like bashing on anybody, or, because obviously you guys know that we're here for nonstop support and only to help and guide you guys the best that we can, towards the best version of yourselves, towards the goals that you guys want to attain. But for the members here at our gym, or for those of you that have been in our gym, you guys know that we do have an in-body machine, that helps you keep track of your progress. That gives you an in-body analysis of your total overall weight, your current body fat percentage, as well as your lean muscle mass. And then it'll even give you, I believe it's the last 10 readings. So it gives you a little chart of if you're, kind of like, if you're going in the right direction. Again, if you've set yourself up for a goal, or if you're just periodically kind of checking yourself for maintenance. Now, I've come across this situation many, many times that, like, well, I don't want to, obviously, just kind of speaking in general, that a member will hop on and ask, like, hey, can I do the in-body? I want to check where I'm at. It's like, okay, perfect, cool, yeah, let's do it. So you guys, they'll hop on, and then they'll get the reading, and then it's been like, they'll usually say, which usually advise like anywhere between like 2 weeks to 2 to 3 to 4 weeks, so you can see how well you're doing or where you're at. And then when you guys get the result, and we'll look over it with you, the initial reaction sometimes is kind of negative or self-defeating, where it's like, oh man, like, dang, like I lost some lean muscle mass. Or I went up 1 or 2 body fat percentages, or I'm gaining a little bit of weight within the last time you checked, which was like, whatever, 3 weeks ago. Now, the next question I'm going to ask is, okay, well, I'm going to ask you first thing, are you following a current program? Are you doing a specific nutrition plan at the moment? I mean, I'm here, I see you guys, but are your workouts consistent? Are you pushing yourself when you work out? And then also, what is the current goal that we have? And then usually I'll get that stare, that kind of like, haha, yeah, like, no, not really. So then my return is, so the initial train of thought shouldn't be negative in a way of kind of like beating yourself up about it, or it's as if like you lost a damn lottery. Because the thing is, if we're just living life on a daily basis, and pretty much you're maintaining, you're not really following anything, you don't have a specific goal, and you're not following, your blueprint or your plan, then what is there to be so upset about or get angry at yourself when you didn't have a purpose to begin with? You didn't have a reason to, you don't have a reason to get super down about the what you're seeing at the moment, especially if you know yourself that you haven't been eating as clean as you usually do, still not a set nutrition plan, or even if you're coming back from vacation, it's like, bro, like, I don't get what you don't get, you know? So we do the best that we can to help gain the proper perspective of, if we don't have a current goal or a purpose to doing, or sticking to a specific meal plan or workout regimen or anything like that, it's like you're not preparing for anything. So if you are kind of unhappy, or you're feeling down about what you're seeing, then that's kind of like the realization, the trigger point that, okay, well then that internal reaction of negativity is what tells you that you should have a goal. It is time to put in purpose in doing what you're doing, to put in an intention behind your daily workouts, behind your eating habits on a daily basis, to finally be able to put specific detailed numbers in, the macros you're eating, making sure you're getting enough protein, making sure you're maximizing your workouts, and you're getting a consistent number of workouts in. So at which point, and then you can, that's when we'll go into kind of like, all right, well, let's stop for a second. And then what do we do from here? Let's set up a goal, something small, something minor, just to calibrate ourselves, to create that game plan, to create that map, to be able to put in that purpose in reaching the goal that we set for ourselves. Again, it could be something like, we'll give ourselves a few weeks, 4 weeks, so on and so forth, to drop 1-2% body fat, or drop the weight a little bit, and then from there you get even more detailed when it comes to, okay, I'm going to start tracking my food, because I haven't been. I've just been kind of buying whatever I can at for lunch in between work. And then when I get home, I eat whatever. It's like, okay, now that we have the goal and we have a purpose of having to stick to our nutrition plan, and a purpose of making our workouts consistent, not making an excuse, to skip here and there. So that way, when the next time that it's to check your progress on the InBody, and when you hop on, and then you do see, you see your progress, whether that's a major progress, a minor progress, or not exactly what you want to see, but it's a good check to make sure that you adjust properly, and we can, make the proper adjustments, and see what we need to do and change for you to be able to hop on the right track. That, all of those moving parts and pieces play a contribution as to our progression and our in fulfilling a purpose, and not just aimlessly wandering, walking to God knows where. Now, on a mental note as well, having purpose in the things that we're doing, and that's everything. Because yes, we're talking about health and fitness, but that relates to everything in life. I mean, it's another small example. You go to work. We all go to work for a purpose. Our purpose is to get the job done and be able to, financially support ourselves, our family, and be able to live. That is purpose. That's why we get up and go to work even when we don't want to, when you don't feel like it. That's a very basic example and correlation of purpose to, kind of outside of health and fitness. Now, bringing that back in, when our purpose is there, it'll help you get through the hard days when you don't want to stick to your meal plan, when you don't want to work out, when you feel like you're too tired. I'm doing air quotations, you can't see it, but when you're too tired, or making some other bullshit excuse, your purpose is what will help you keep you in line, because you're trying to get somewhere. And the only person that's going to keep you from getting to where you're trying to get to your end destination or to your goal, is yourself. So don't play yourself like that. But anyway, I did want to kind of go over a couple other things, but I do feel like I can get more. I'll be able to get more, break those certain topics and areas down. So I'm gonna save those for the next couple episodes. But I mean, hopefully you guys found this this small snippet on purpose and goal and end destination and the reason why we do anything and everything somewhat useful. And I've enjoyed being able to hop on an episode with you guys. And again, any specific questions, topics, advice you guys want us to cover, please send it to our DMs, message us, and all that good stuff, because we do want to be able to cover everything and just put out as much content as we can for you guys. Because at the end of the day, you guys are the reason that we're here. And actually, on that note, I'm gonna close it out by saying recently it was our 2-year anniversary here at Str11ve, for those of you guys that know. So from the bottom of my heart and from the bottom of Devin's heart, we do truly appreciate you guys. It has been an amazing 2 years, and we're super excited and stoked for everything that is to come, because there's so much growth and so many more exciting things that is coming at a fast rate. So again, we appreciate every single one of you guys that support us, love us, all the members, and even if those of you that are supporting from afar. We do what we do because of you guys, and I hope you guys don't forget that. And just, I'm truly grateful. But anyway, I hope to see you guys around in the gym, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a good one. Later.